We'll talk about that again. This is a chart showing health care costs. Back in 1993, we were under $1 trillion in expenses. They're anticipating by 2014 to be $3.6 trillion. That's mind-boggling to me. So the crisis continues. 1 in 5 people under the age of 17 has a health problem. American doctors write 50 million prescriptions for kids with colds or flu every year. Asthma is the #1 childhood disease, and it's increased 160%. 40 million children on Ritalin. 34 million Americans live with chronic pain. Sperm counts in men 20 years old today is equivalent to that of a 70-year-old 2 decades ago.
Oh my word. Whoa.
Do we need more medicine?
No.
Anybody think we do? Americans consume drugs at a rate of 25 million pills an hour. Americans consume 15 tons of aspirin every day. That's 19 billion tablets per year, and that's 2,000 deaths. Small beans, really, when you look at the big picture. But aspirin is the leading cause of kidney disease. There's more. In 1988, again, the Journal of American Medical Association did a study for men at risk for heart attacks. And what they did is they gave them a baby aspirin. How many people know that you're supposed to take a baby aspirin for heart disease? Okay. What they found is it did decrease risk by 32%. What you didn't find out is that it increased your risk of hemorrhagic stroke by 84%. You're trading that heart attack for a stroke. Tylenol kills more people than cocaine in the United States. Amazing. So here's another study done by the World Health Organization. Anybody heard of the World Health Organization? Okay. What they did is they compared 40 of the largest industrialized nations, and they compared their health. Where do you think the United States fell out of those 40 nations? This is back in 2000.
20th.
Good guess. Any other guesses?
27. 25.
Too many numbers coming at me. We were 37. Now remember this number because we're going to come back to it. Get this, the U.S. represents what percentage of the world's population?
5%.
4.5%.
Is that all?
But what percent of the drug market do we expend?
90. 80%.
That's what I would have thought too, just almost 42%. Now, let's go back to this for a second. We're spending almost half of, or we're using almost half of the world's medicines, and yet we're 37 out of 40 tested or compared nations. Does medicine make us healthier?
No.
No. We eat foods that are devoid of nutrients and loaded with added synthetic chemicals. McDonald's, 99 billion hamburgers sold. Anybody know why?
Cheap, quick and easy, cheap.
Convenient, cheap, not because they taste darn good.
And you don't have to fix it yourself.
And you don't have to fix it yourself. So, I've got some McDonald's here. I want you guys, I'm going to walk this around the room. I want you to take a look at it. I want you to write down on your notes how old you think this is. We'll go through afterwards, and of course, those of you who have already seen this can't spew out answers. I'll let you have a good long
Does that
look.
look fresh?
Take note of the mold so you can find that and help you age it.
Look real close.
Now be careful with it. That's my pride and joy right there.
Might have
Other
to
than
go buy
Jana.
another one.
What did
you say?
Jana's a lot
That's
more
my
beautiful
pride
than
and
this.
joy. Other than Jana.
No comparison. Wow. Save that one. Yeah, that won't
I'm pretty sure that picture was more.
In the picture, or if you
Yeah,
really
I think
want to
so.
know, he's got just hanging there.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Okay, so we're going to start back here with Chris. Chris, have you seen this already?
Oh, yeah, sometimes.
Okay, Susan, have you seen it? Stephanie, we'll start with you. Have you seen it too? Okay, what is your guess on this?
I was gonna say 3 years.
Great. Have you seen it? Abby?
Me? Yeah.
You have? Okay, never mind. What was your guess?
10 years.
10 years.
We'll go for 2 years.
2 years. Sylvia, have you seen it?
No, and I was gonna say a week.
Okay. Did you get that answer last? Sandy, have you seen it?
I
Okay.
smelled it.
Liz, what were your thoughts?
About a week.
It doesn't-
I didn't know if it was yesterday. You know,
It doesn't look very old, does it?
Yeah.
Josh,
No, it
you
doesn't.
seen it? Diana?
I've seen it in your office, I thought it was fake, so it's at least 8 months old.
Okay. Trish, you've seen it?
oh, yeah.
Okay.
You've seen it? What did you say?
I said a week.
A week? You've seen it? Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
Paul, you haven't. What was your guess?
Well, he knows because I.
Oh, okay.
But you also have the date on there.
So,
Do you have it?
yeah, I do.
Where's the date?
I bought it February 18th, 2007.
Oh, I thought it was February 7th.
Really?
So this is-
Wow.
this is about 5 years old. 5 years. We're gonna pass it around
I thought
again.
earlier.
Don't handle it
Don't
too
touch
much.
it.
Oh, don't touch it, don't touch it. I'm wiping it off.
It sits in my cupboard, open like it is right now. Mold won't eat that because there's no self-respecting mold that would eat that.
Really?
Mold, I'll remind you all that mold eats poop, but it won't eat this.
Wait, Dr. Mosley, and that's real, that's the actual real food that you.
I bought this from McDonald's on Jordan Creek. You just
Well,
keep
if
passing
it was
around.
in my refrigerator, it would have mold on it.
It would.
So everybody's just handling it.
Everything in my
Yeah.
refrigerator gets mold if I don't take it out.
Janet, you might grab that over there.
How old is the Twinkie?
Yeah.
The Twinkie's a year old. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that'll go longer than the burger and fries.
Yeah.
There's always Twinkies in apocalypse movies, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're always at the
Cookies and
convenience store
cockroaches.
still.
How many times do you guys drive by McDonald's and you see it packed? How many of us have been rewarded as children and we go to McDonald's for that, right?
You didn't have it in my day.
Yeah, we all have that, right? I begged for that as a kid. Now, my kids won't have that. And hopefully you guys can pass that word around. So, let's take another look. Our approach to health is treatment instead of prevention. We treat illness with toxins and our immune systems become weaker because of it. Our toxins are the medicines. But don't they make us feel good? Doesn't she look happy? If you don't find time for health now, you'll make time for illness later. That is a guarantee. If you ignore your health, it'll go away.